Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Ashen Prime again. We're continuing on our, what I'm calling a story run of Final Fantasy 15, using a lot of using many of the, much of the route for the any percent speed run. As much as I care to remember, I don't actually have notes open and I haven't ever actually run any percent, so also I hate magic, so that's a big difference. Anyway, so trying to get through the story as fast as possible, with one major exception. I'm not skipping any cutscenes or dialogue. We are watching all of that. And my reason for doing this is to prepare myself for RPG Limit Break 2018, where Final Fantasy 15 is being run by Kyoslilmonster, and he has graciously agreed to let me join him on the couch to be the lore nerd, the one who knows all the story and is familiar with the cutscenes and the lore and all the backstory, so that I can be the one to deliver all that. So I'm going through the game again because it's been a while since I've actually watched many of these cutscenes. I'm taking pretty decent notes, I think, trying to make sure that I will have the information that I need on the couch to not sound like a complete and total moron. Now, about a week and a half ago, let's see, the run is going to be happening on next Tuesday. What's the actual date for that? Probably like the 13th? No, 15th. The run will be happening the evening of May 15th, so if you're watching this, 2018, so if you're watching this after that, it's already happened. But about a week and a half ago, current time, so on April 31st, oh, this music is ending, that's fine. On April 31st, I did I already have, Kyoslilmonster, hosted on his channel, or April 30th. There's no 31st of April. Of course there isn't. I'm bad at time. Hosted a trial run, a test run, where himself and myself and his SO just lost her name. Shoot. Okay, that's it. Discord open. Give me the information I need. And Lexi, the four of us were in. Where am I looking here? This is what I'm looking at. Okay. Lexicana, myself, Kios, and Shibu is her username. Did a run through where we were talking, and yeah, so if you're interested in seeing the pre-flight check, you can see that. But the actual run will be happening in less than a week. So okay, great. Great. That was me checking up on the notes from that run. All right. Let's go ahead and get back into the game, and we can stop the music and listen to the actual game now.
Pitch black in here.
So I cut off a few minutes ago to go and food, but we're through to chapter... that doesn't actually show you. We're through to chapter 5. There it is, Dark Clouds. We're in the Trial of Rama. We're going to...
I can't quite make out how deep it runs.
Only one way to find out, right?
Whoa! I've got a bad feeling about this place.
Of course you do.
As if danger lurks round every corner.
Avoid all corners. Got it.
I should be able to slip through.
Let's see.
What's interesting about that avoid all corners remark is that, if I remember correctly, and I'd have to pull up the Discord again to double check, but there is a runner who is trying to find out of bounds and other glitches and exploits that could be used, and said that Fosha Hollow actually has several out of bounds that you can get if you're in the right corner and do the right moves.
Maybe not.
That aren't actually helpful in the progressing of the dungeon, but that you can go out of bounds.
Shh. Keep quiet.
I can just pass these guys, right? Yes. Maybe? Nope, those are ones I need to kill. Okay. Be dead now. I mean, they're only level 13. It doesn't take much to murderize them, but it would be faster to just skip them. Especially imps. Imps are just annoying. Okay, we're good. Keep moving. Wait, why did I stop there?
I guess we could crawl through. Don't lose your head.
Shallots.
Time to boogie. Yeah.
Down here. It never ends. Just keep running.
Damn it. You okay?
Hey, can't hear you.
I'll keep up. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Think we can fit through there?
This is the creepiest part of the entire game because suddenly imp face.
Seriously?
Can I get through? Can I get through? No. Means I'm gonna have to wait for the second wave to spawn and get out first. Unfortunate. Okay. Where's the rest of my party? Boys? What are you fighting? Because you should be up here fighting with me.
None the worse for wear.
Alright, let us move on now. Imp skip. I have no idea how to accomplish it, so I shan't try. I'm lazy, what can I say? Come on, let go of the wall and let's walk. Thank you.
Guys, wait. What was that sound?
Her name is Naga.
Pronto! What happened? Hey, you alright? Over here.
For some reason I can't just follow him through that hole. I have to come over here and
Pronto!
then...
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay! This place is literally the worst! And why did it have to be a snake?
Because stealing from pop culture is the best thing that the translators could think to do.
Oh,
That's why there are memes.
Just keep coming.
Then we keep sending them back.
That thunder bomb, I hate bombs. Bombs are the worst.
Hey, you alright? Over here.
Not good, not good, not good!
There's a mind flayer. I know there's a mind flayer in this room. There he is. Let's murderize him.
That's it! I quit!
Everything okay? Come on, stay with me.
I'm gonna do cross train. This take too much time.
One shot!
Let's wrap this up. Okay. Alright. I'm paying attention now. Oh, when did I switch to that? I don't know. It wasn't my plan to ever use the ring. But I certainly just did.
We're on the same page.
You know what? Let's use the ring on this guy.
No, Mr. Nice Guy.
Mind flayer, just boop. Your soul is mine.
I think we can handle this.
Come on. I got a date with a cup of noodles.
Great.
Sorry.
This is not where I want to
I
be.
think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this.
I've seen worse.
Do you mean it?
Do you mean it? I mean, really? Do you mean it?
My sense we're on the right track.
Is correct? Where am I? I am not in the correct spot. Ignis is in the correct spot. I thought I knew where I was going. It's actually never been an issue for me before in this room. I just got really turned around that last fight. Hey boys. Yes, this is where we wish to go. Alright, boop-a-doo.
She's here. I just know it. Show yourself already!
Calm down, Prompto. It's fine. We'll just murderize her and it'll be great.
See? I told you!
Hey,
There
Naga.
she is. That's her! Do something, not!
She has
Don't
a
ask me, do it
skull
yourself.
as a headdress. can't help you. You can become me. Wonder why her voice changes to actually be
No!
understandable.
It's disgusting. Quit your crying.
There she is. Let's smack her out of it.
Don't miss.
She dead yet?
That's the last runestone.
Wonder why his eyes went purple. Seemed to have made sense.
This is
Alright.
it. The power of the storm.
I expected more fire and brimstone.
Some gods are friendlier than others, I guess.
But not all of them. Poor Luna.
Perhaps you'd better console her in person.
Just a boat ride away.
Lose that scowl along the way.
Will do.
Ba-do-boo. Ba-do-do. Alright, where are we? We are here. We are here. We are here. Seussical references,
stopped
because
raining.
Seussical is awesome.
Guess Rama
Why not
finally
reference it?
got sick of showers.
Up there! It's huge!
Way bigger than the last one we saw.
Yeah?
Hey, Highness, about your car.
I want to know how she acquired this
Well,
information.
I found her, but she's at a base.
Oh.
Now, I can handle garage folk, no problem. But sweet talking the Empire? That'll take some doing.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah?
We'll figure it out.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. Later.
Who was that?
Cindy?
What? You can't talk to her like that.
Yeah, I can. I just did.
And did she have any choice words for you?
Yeah. The Regalia's at an Imperial base.
Oh boy.
Guess that just leaves one question.
When do we retrieve her?
I'd say now.
This is nothing more than conjecture, but I suspect that ship.
If I return to Rest Point, I
Was
actually
due to arrive
personally
farther.
know the route from the Chocobo Post to the Port Valerie. This one's Valerie, isn't it?
The Regalia back to Niflheim.
We ought to thank the Thunder God for
Maybe?
buying us some time.
But that time is running out.
No, it's Arkeol.
Yeah, let's run in and ride off.
Ba-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do-dwee. What I haven't done yet in my my base game that this new game is pulling off of, or my main save, however you wish to consider that. I have not yet done any of the Chocobo races, and I need to do that. And then I need to spend like 4 hours with a walkthrough
So,
open.
here's his story about Lady Luna Freya coming through town was true after all.
Judging by the timing of her visit, she probably set course for the Archean as soon as she fled the Ground City.
You really owe her big time, Noct.
Can't
Yeah?
wait to thank her in person.
Anyway, so do the Chocobo races, spend some time with the walkthrough so that I find all of the colors, random fruit that give you all of the colors of Chocobo. I have a limited color palette and I kind of dislike it. By kind of, I mean greatly. I greatly dislike my limited color palette.
The hunt is on.
That's not going to actually help anything. Come north a bit. Again, to put space where I think it might actually be faster to warp, because if you warp at these cliffs just right, you'll be on top of them. Whereas I don't have any good way of jumping with the just right with the chocobo to get on top of them, so I'm having to go all the way around, which is not as helpful.
Come on, pick up.
No luck?
Probably got her phone on silent.
Yeah, sure, that's what's happening. It's not like she's being, I was going to use the word molested, but that has a very specific meaning nowadays that is not the meaning I mean. Hounded? Maybe hounded would be the right word. By the Empire. Alright. So this is another section that I can spend some time... Well... No, this one will probably be spending more time talking about the mechanics of getting through here.
The power of the gods in the palm of your hands.
Never dreamt I'd see lore come to life before my very eyes.
Leaving Insomnia was eye-opening, but this is mind-blowing.
That is one thing that's interesting to note, and I might bring up here because that line happens every time, is that these boys, with the exception of Noctis and his brief stint to Tenebrae, and possibly Ignis if he also came from Tenebrae, and Prompto's backstory, which he doesn't remember.
Right now you're still gathering your powers, but...
They spent their entire lives inside of Insomnia, inside of its walls. And admittedly, it's a very large city. I think it's meant to be the size of Tokyo, or better.
Like the sound of that.
Possibly better. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with having lived their entire life there. But they have literally they live their entire life not just there, but in isolation there. They have no idea about life outside of the walls, which makes me wonder about the media. Like, what TV shows or comic books or whatever existed. Because there was obviously a free flow of people between. Not as free as it could have been if they hadn't been at war, but still a slightly free flow of people. So that usually indicates also a free flow of ideas, but also of stories. Like, I've never actually been in a city the size of even New York or Tokyo or anything large like that. But I have an idea of what it's like because stories exist that talk about it.
Kind of fortress.
Yeah, porta-fortress. Those walls don't look so portable, though.
They are remnants of the old war, and the Imperial Army has availed itself of the added protection. Entry will not be
The
easy.
old war. The old war is 30 years old. I should actually write that down. That comes from Brotherhood, in fact. Okay, Pippadoo. Wrote that down so I don't forget it. Yeah, I think that will be a good place to talk about Brotherhood, and I should probably get that information in my notes soon. Maybe? Or maybe I save that for Chapter 6. And the drive... Yeah, no, I'll save that for Chapter 6 and the drive to... And the drive to Kayam, because that's when Brotherhood takes place, is during that drive. So that's actually perfect. Camp, I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. I get AP for that, because I've spent such time doing... I'm going to skip this, because there's no reason to see that cutscene. Not story important. Ba-da-ba. Give me pizza. Actually, do I want the stew? Some stewers. I want the stew. And gasher greens. Bum ba da dun 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 dun. Yeah, that Twitch chocobo just looks dumb. But it's the only one that's purple, and I have a brand. If you haven't seen my brand is purple.
So any bright ideas, Ignis?
A dark one, as it were. A frontal assault would leave us exposed. But if we move under cover of night, we might be able to infiltrate the base unnoticed.
And until then?
We learn all we can about the base's design and attempt to narrow down the regalia's location. I'll analyze what intelligence we have available to find us a way in.
Sounds good, Specs.
All right, we're gonna get our wheels back.
Begin the operation. Yes? What else would I be doing? Do you want to just piddle around in the map some more without the regalia? No, I absolutely do not. Give me my regalia. I am going to try some things here that I've never tried before.
The last thing we want is to engage an entire garrison. Avoid detection at all costs.
In and out before
See how much I can get away with not doing.
Indeed. Even if it means leaving the task unfinished, we withdraw before we overstay our welcome.
Until we decide to ignore that and just tear up the place anyway, because we're going to force you to stealth, but only until we don't think it's fun anymore. I do love that Ignis has this perfect sense of when this guy's going to turn around, even though he can't see him.
Signal. Until then, hold position. 3, 2, 1.
Pop up.
Now. Stop.
What?
Searchlights.
You have to trigger this cutscene to continue. There's an invisible wall the other direction.
Tread warily.
That's really annoying.
All right.
You know which way you should go? Yes, I do. Too bad. I'm going to put an invisible wall there. You have to act like a moron first. It is required that you do a stupid thing. You done yet?
Take cover.
I'm in cover. Ugh.
It's gone.
Magitech armor.
Don't want to mess with one of those.
We shouldn't
Can I,
have
though?
to, if we keep to the shadows.
Right.
Actually fine with messing with one of those.
Damn it. Kick yourself later. Now we kick Imperial butt.
They're all dead now. Let's move on. I still don't fully understand this skip. So I'm going to try it as best as I understand it. Somehow you come over here. You grab this. And then suddenly all of those soldiers don't spawn. Which I'm okay with, because I can never sneak past them. So, awesome. That was actually much simpler than I thought it was. I thought your positioning had to be more exact. It does not. It has to be somewhat
There's the old
exact,
girl.
but not very.
She's a real sight for sore eyes.
And none the worse for her time in Imperial hands.
And now you wake up. Now you wake up.
What have we here?
Change of plans. Our new objective is to clear a path for the regalia.
Break that off. Dealing with friggin'. Sure, why not? What's next? Who's next? Hi there! Shall we play? Will you play with me? You keep falling over.
When will it end?
My toy soldiers keep trying to play, but they just fall over.
Blow up the energy tanks. They'll take out the enemies nearby. Let them do the work for us.
But I'm already done with the work. Like, everybody's dead except for this one random sniper up here. Oh no, random sniper hasn't spawned yet. I'll kill this soldier. Kill this swordsman. Random sniper up here yet? I'm gonna run up here and see if random sniper's up here yet. Looks like he is. Hi, random sniper. It's good to see you. You're dead now. I almost feel bad for you, but I don't actually.
We'll take out the generator and all enemies in the area. Noct, focus your efforts on the generator. There's a chance doing so will weaken the MTs.
I mean, they're already pretty weak.
Our cover's blown. Go to town.
I thought if our cover was blown, we had to start over. Why am I here? I was just at the gate. Stupid cutscenes. And inconsistent objectives and just... everything about these stealth missions is annoying.
The entire base
That's my
is
point.
fair game. Hold nothing back. The hammer keeps the enemy off balance.
Dude. Hi, how are you? Is there a cutscene as I enter here? Probably. Yeah. Does he have stuff on his back? Let's destroy the stuff on his back.
Serious business.
A handful indeed.
Oh look!
Oh man.
I broke it
What
already.
are we gonna do?
And now I can do a summon.
We keep
Gonna sit
at it.
here,
What else?
The
and
MG field is down.
Now's our chance.
you can
Come
let
on.
me... oh no, because I'm being shot at. Let's warp over here. Get shot at less. And then can I do it? No, I have to kill some stuff still. Well, that's fine. I'll just kill everything. It's alright. The music is still going, and it still won't let me actually summon. I'm holding the summon button. But because I keep getting shot at... the summon's gone now. I'm okay with that. This is definitely not the faster way to do it, but I like it more. There's a counter button up for like a half second, faster than I could have actually hit it. Why is this sniper still alive? Dead sniper. Okay. Stop shooting at me. I can't do the summon if you're going to keep shooting at me. You know what? Just be dead. It's fine. You be dead now. Now who's shooting at me? Why can't I do this summon? Thank you. Good heavens, game. I have the worst luck with summons. It's like, no, you can't actually summon right now. Sure, the summon thing's up and the prompt and you should be pressing the button and you've been holding the button for 5 minutes, but because we decided that we have other animations that take precedent, you don't actually get to summon yet. Rather than listening to your button presses and actually doing what you've told us to do, we're going to ignore you because I have an animation to play. So screw you. Like, really? But could you not, game? Because that's really stupid.
This is the might of the six. Dude, that was hardcore!
Thank you, Rama.
Did the trick.
It's been a pleasure.
He's dead.
Rest in pieces.
Goodbye.
Come on. Let's grab the regalia and split.
Still can't warp strike and I'm annoyed. Right, Ravis.
Piece of cake, huh?
This part
This
is.
is definitely when I'm going to
Inadvertent though
talk
it was,
about
we dealt
him.
the Empire a crushing blow today.
The question is...
Pretty sweet busting up that base. Bust a base.
Space.
I like the sound of that for this sort of thing. There's a base, we go in and bust it up. Bust a base. Whatever, I'm calling it that. You don't have to.
I won't.
Seems a bit flippant.
Why not go for something a little more epic?
Because I thought of it first. So that's the name. Bust a base.
Get used to it.
Easier said than done.
Alright, now Ravis.
Guys?
Long has it been, Noctis.
Ravis.
You received the storm's blessing, and yet you know nothing of the consequences.
Watch it.
Be still, all of you.
Not good.
Heir to a crown befitting no other. Witness his splendor and glory. All hail the chosen king.
Awful high and mighty for an imperial rat, serving the enemy to hunt down Luna.
I do not serve, I command! The king's sworn shield.
You better believe it.
A weak shield protects naught.
Gladio! Hey! Wanna go?
Wanna go?
Let's do it.
Let's go. I'll
Should the
destroy you.
chosen fall, that too is fate.
I'll destroy you and I'll enjoy it.
Far enough. A hand, Highness.
Not from you.
Oh, but I'm here to help.
Are you?
And how is that?
By taking the army away.
You expect us to believe that?
When next we meet, it'll be across the seas. Just so happens we have business of our own with the tutelary deity, don't we? Fare thee well, your majesty. And safe travels.
You guys know that guy?
Ravus Nox Fleuret, first son of Tenebrae, and elder brother to Lady Luna Freya.
Alrighty. Oh, we're still in Chapter 5? I did not know that this was still Chapter 5.
The Imperial Army has also demolished all related facilities erected around the region. The provisional government
I'm going to continue listening to this.
anticipates increased traffic congestion along most local highways and encourages all citizens to refrain from any unnecessary travel for the time being.
So help me figure this out. That was Luna's brother?
The High Commander himself. Wartime makes for quick promotions.
Even a son of Tenebrae can rise to the top.
But why would he want to lead their army?
Who cares?
Certainly formidable enough on his own.
Ugh.
If Ravus wants power, I'll give him a taste.
He certainly wanted the ring. Lost him his arm. Poor fellow. Alright, I think their conversation is over, so now we can just auto to... parking spot to this guy. Yes, auto over there. Boop-a-doo. Boop-a-doo. So I keep tabbing out basically to write my notes, and then I forget that I'm tabbed out, and then I look at my notes and I'm like, oh, I have pressed the W button quite a bit.
So how about a breather?
Yeah, this is gonna be sad. By taking the... What's over here? What's back here? Actually, no. Is there anything? Why does this exist? There was a check button. What was I checking? Bags of fertilizer. I don't know why this area exists, but it certainly does. I don't think the developer knew why that area exists either. It just kind of is there. They're like, we don't have anything to put here, but we made this space. Surely we should put something there. Fertilizer? Sure, a bag of manure. Why not? Alright.
Oh, Gladdy,
What's wrong?
I let you down.
I never made it
to
to Kyan.
The Empire came while you were gone. None of us said a word about Noct. They just showed up and then... Poor Jared.
This is skippable, right? Yeah.
What do you mean? What happened to
There
Jerry?
was nothing we could do!
Just hug him.
It's...
Hug the child. He's 7 years old. Give him a hug. That's what he needs.
should have been here.
He needs a hug. He doesn't need platitudes. He needs somebody to hold him and tell him it will be
I
okay.
can't stop them.
But I won't let the Empire get away with it
This is not helpful, Noctis. He's 7 years old.
for what they've done. I promise.
By the way, talking to 7. Where's the right spot to put that? Start here? No, we'll do that after we get to
I'm
Kayam.
taking Talcott. And we're going to Kayam.
Except that you send Talcott on his own, because you can't not ride with...
We can't just stay here and do nothing.
Okay.
I understand.
Okay, just get past that, and past that, and past that, and move on. Oh yeah, Omen exists. All right. So we'll talk about that during this trip, because that we'll talk about yeah, we'll talk about all that during this bit. Oh, loading screens. Loading screens are my bane. Oh.
I can't let her go it alone. After everything that went down, it'll be a squeeze in the car, but just for a while.
Oh, overprotective brothers.
Yeah, I don't want to keep Sid and Cindy waiting. They're fixing up the boat as we speak.
We ought to thank them.
Actually, Jared's the one we ought to thank.
Yeah. He really thought of everything.
I mean, he was a butler. That's his job. He was very good at his job, but that was his job. Hey,
Ready to roll? Let's get this show on the road.
let's do this thing. Oh, it says,
Morning. Who's ready to kick some ass?
not you? Not you. You're very not ready for that. Okay. So there'll be some discussion that can happen here. This is probably where I'll talk more about Ravis. And that cutscene that we skipped. I'll also talk basically everything that we skipped at the end of Chapter 4.
Looking at the regalia really reminds me of home.
It sure doesn't look like any of the cars you see around here.
And probably
It's a
spend some
lot
time
roomier,
reminding
too.
people
I can't
that
imagine
Iris
trying
is
to cram
15.
5 people, including Gladdy, into one of those
He's
things.
15 years
Have you ever
old
ridden in one?
Can't say we have.
There was
and
barely
flirting
enough
with
room for
the
our luggage.
20-year-old
Thank goodness you
prince
guys could
who
give
is
me a lift.
engaged.
Think the others made it to Kayam all right?
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
So I feel like somebody scripted incorrectly. Because Arden definitely says, I'm taking the army away and I'll meet you on the other
Whoa,
side
check it out.
when next we meet
See
you
that?
be across the sea.
That's the Rock of Ravito.
And then
I'm like 90% sure.
and then somebody decided, wait, no,
almost know
we
your
need to
stuff.
do one more
All
dungeon
thanks to Jared.
because we haven't unlocked the Vesper pool yet. And we need some more time with Arnea. We need to actually get to know her as a person. So, I guess we're not taking all the armies away. They're still going to be there because we're going to meet Arden in
Thank you for
the
driving,
Vesper
Ignis.
pool.
Pleasure.
Are you the only one that drives?
I can drive.
And so can I.
It's not like Iggy's the only one who can drive. He's just the only one we can trust.
Wow, are they that bad?
Not bad at
No.
all, right?
Right.
You have no control over
But
the car
there's
right
no
now.
way the big
Oh,
guys
wait,
take
wait,
any chances with his little sister in the car.
Nope, no control over the car right now. Sometimes you have some control over the car. Right now, you have no control over the car. Alright, so things we can talk about here.
Sure you don't need a break?
I'm okay.
You are sandwiched in back there.
Have Prompto suffer instead.
Really, it's fine. No suffering here.
If you say so.
I'm sitting next to Noctis. It's okay. Anyway. I don't like her. She seems like she'd be a really good person. She didn't have the most annoying character in the game. That's not true. Dino's the most annoying character in the game. But she's close. Alright, so there is a lot of time here.
Guys.
Oh, great. Another floating fortress.
Let's pull over.
Knocked.
Relax. We've got this.
Good. So yeah, I think there's just enough time there that I've basically been told that these driving sections are mine to fill up with lore. So I'll use that one to talk about Ravis. And probably more about Tenebrae as well.
And for Talca, too.
Iris, I'll need you to wait here.
All right.
Part 1 second, making notes, is going to be...
Careful, Noct.
only fools rush in.
I suggest we review our intelligence and devise a plan.
Boop. Okay. Yeah, no, let's keep this here. We'll put this here. Brea? Yeah. When the Fire Nation attacked. Just ran away. Saving only knocked. What is the mother's name? Let's find out. Ooh. So Freya. Okay. Crystal Manor. Trying to the Oracle. Okay, just what is the name? Queen. Nope, that's not it. There we are. Silva Via Flore. Silva Via Flore. Oracle. All right. Okay, so we can talk about all of that there on this trip. That'll be good. These are the most boring parts of all the things, I realize. I sort of realize I don't actually care. Great. Great, 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 great. Let's move on. Survey Fort Valerie. Actually, no. What am I doing? Get out.
Catch your breath.
Do I want to have this as a... How do I want to get back after? Actually, no. I think it automatically brings you back. I don't remember. I'm going to resume. I was considering taking the chocobos up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where do you think you're going? If I need to take manual control, I will. You don't appear to know where you're going, Ignis. That worries me.
Surprised to see him this far out.
Leave no plot of land unconquered.
Those aren't conquering numbers.
Likely building a supply line it would behoove us to cut.
Do-do-do-do. I'm really bad at controlling the regalia, if you hadn't noticed.
Looks can be deceiving.
We beat them once. They won't make it easy this time.
They kind of do, though.
Neither will we.
The only difficult part is that RNA shows up and... Wow, why does it take so long to stop the freaking car?
You think Iris is doing all right?
She is all alone.
She's a big girl. She'll be fine.
Oh, come on, game.
Overhead.
Get out of there. No, I'm going to take all the armies away, except for the ones that I'm going to randomly drop on your head all the time, because we'll put whatever we want into the story, into the script, but actually not pay any attention to it.
Got this over with and got back on the road.
Would you stop popping up, you stupid POS? I understand that you're upset at me, but you've been popping up well, not non-stop. You've been popping up consistently for several days now, and I keep ignoring you, and you should just realize that I'm not going to pay attention. I'll fix you when I have the time. Hi.
This'll be quick. One shot.
Do. Hey.
So, what's our plan?
Find the base commander and take him into custody. Targeting metal men will yield little in the way of reconnaissance, but bones bend easily. We'll split into 2 groups of 2. Prompto and Gladio will generate a diversion.
Oh yeah, making a scene's what I do best.
Noct, are you prepared?
Yeah, let's do this thing.
Operation to catch a commander is go.
You don't get to name things anymore, Prompto. Fort Valerie.
The insolence of that
Up-jumped mercenary.
And there is still no word. This cannot be borne. Such behavior besmirches his Radiance's good name.
That's our target. Let's follow him. Seize him on my signal. Stay hidden till then.
Nope. If you're spotted by the enemy, the mission will fail. Because there's nothing like a good old-fashioned...
Who goes there?
Really?
There's
Who?
a time to fight
Where?
and a time to flee. This is the latter.
Nothing like good old-fashioned, unforgiving fail states to just make you hate stealth sections. At least it only starts me back at the beginning of the mission. I don't have to go farther back than that. Okay, come up here. Kill this guy.
Who goes
What?
there?
Why didn't he die when I warp striked into him?
To flee. This is the latter.
I'm very confused as to what just happened. Or more specifically, what didn't just happen, because he should have died. I should have hit him, and he should be dead. That is what should have happened there. Yeah, no, don't turn around and check that. It's fine. Okay, now where is my point warp? There it is.
There's a time to fight and a time to flee. This is the latter.
Alright, so obviously that catwalk is terrible. I don't remember the path through here then. I thought I remembered the path through here. Turns out I obviously don't. Maybe I go up on this tower. Can I get up on this tower? Is there a point warp for up there? I don't see a point warp for up there. Sure, that worked.
What is that Chancellor playing at? I'm no man's fool. He sent Highwind to watch me.
No, not there. That one. Q. Here. Now, why would you think the Chancellor needs you watched? What are you doing that requires looking after? Looking after? Looking upon? Being babysat? I don't know why I'm grabbing this. I don't actually need it, because I already have the upgraded version. I already have the Noise Blaster Plus, but it's fun, I guess. From the mind behind the Magitech movement. So there's some story happening here as we slowly wait for him to walk towards us. Nothing too unusual, too mind-shattering. There's an up-jump mercenary somewhere. Maybe that'll be important at some point. Probably not. Impudent steward back in the stollen, but my mission remains clear. Before Caligal Oldor. But what if the prince gets his hands on you? How are you planning to deal with that? Do you have any good way to deal with that? Probably not, because you're bad. You're bad at war. You're bad at not being a jerk. Not entirely sure how you've risen. Wow, I can words. Not entirely sure how you rose through the ranks in the way that you did. But you get murdered by Ravis later, so that's cool. Just absolutely Sephiroth by Ravis. Just out of nowhere, suddenly there's a katana sticking out of your chest the wrong way. I can actually mention that.
I'll give Highwind one last chance to respond. Stand guard here. If the Commodore arrives, send her through.
Yes, I don't need guards anymore. I had guards this entire trip, but at this point, I won't need guards. I don't have a good look at the map for this place, otherwise I could... I mean, there's exterior walls just there. Seems like a bad idea. Can I smack him in the face yet? I would like to smack his face hole. Mostly because I don't like him.
Now's your chance, Noct. Close in from behind.
Really? Really, game?
This is the last.
Oh my goodness. I was definitely looking straight at Caligo. Hit the target warp strike button. And it throws me halfway across the map at somebody else. Because screw you, that's why. Oh, at least there was a checkpoint here so I don't have to go through the whole darn thing again. Oh, look, it got rid of them so that I can't accidentally that thing again either.
Now's your chance, Noct. Close in from behind. You're in fine form. Keep it up.
Wow, what's my camera focused on?
Looks like they've set to work. I'll escort him off the base. You regroup with the others.
Guess it's time to let loose.
Yeah, let's kill things, shall we? I'm a fan of murderation. Where am I going? Not that far. Too far. Not far enough. Let's come in here. Hi there. Why are you hiding underneath rope things? I have not broken that off yet. Okay, great. I'm gonna stand here and beat this snot out of this thing. Blind side. I don't know, it's broken now. Can we move on with the fight?
Glad to see you lot were successful.
Does that mean you weren't?
I placed our captive into the hunter's custody, but
All of
I've
this
just
happened
been
in 30
informed
seconds, I'd like
he's
to point out.
fled. He lives to die another day.
And I'll gladly help him with that.
You won't. Ravis will kill him. It's fine. Give me control. There we are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Move. 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 Thank you.
Hey, pretty boy. Let's see what you can do. Major peace.
I don't know, but I'm just gonna smack you with my sword until you're dead. I'm considering smacking you with my ring as well, but it seems unfair. I don't actually want to kill you. I just want to beat you into submission. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do this. Come on. You know, if you would stop. Why am I on that battery soldier? The boss is right there. Why am I hitting not the boss with the free chain? Oh, because she's dead already. That's fair. Fair. Hi, what's up? Oh no. Oh,
Is it
okay.
that time already?
What time?
Oh, I was afraid I'd soft lock the thing.
Quitting time. Sorry, but this girl doesn't work after hours. I could,
Also, I
but there
was
wouldn't be a single
losing,
gill in it
so
for
I'm
me.
gonna run away now.
We should play again sometime, pretty boy.
Okay, good. What's going on here? You can go away. You can go away. You can go away. Thank you for the done on that.
I'm still worried about Iris.
I imagine she's fine.
But we shouldn't keep her waiting.
And then we get warped away. And I don't need to talk about RNA at all, because I don't know anything about her.
You're back. Did you kick their asses?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All in a day's work.
Hey, mind if I hang in your guys' room for a bit?
He's sleeping for some reason.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Not a bad
Certainly
shot,
was.
if I do say-
Good morning.
Hey.
Good to continue? Let us continue.
Morning.
Back at ya.
Alright. This is the really long bit.
And away we go.
And this is the bit where I'm going to talk about the anime. Talk about Final Fantasy Brotherhood, or Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood, the anime that goes into a little bit more background on each of the characters. I'm going to talk as I think
I
here.
could have gone another round.
Given her prowess, you should be glad you didn't.
Yeah, that Loki guy was nothing compared to her.
Neither is
Though
Oldor
he
when
may
you
not
fight
have
him.
fared so well without the marshal.
Think things would have gone differently if he were here now?
She offered to play.
Maybe not.
Maybe we'll get the chance to find out.
I certainly hope so. Anyway, it's a 5 20-minute episodes plus another like 10-minute stinger that exists at somewhere. I actually have no idea where it came from, but I found it on YouTube. In fact, that's important to free to watch on YouTube on the Final Fantasy Facebook page. Again, I have no control over the actual car, so I can't pass this slow mover. But it tells you why Noct was in Tenebrae. We talked earlier about it. He went there to heal. Wait, what did I did mention this. No, let's move this down.
Place begging to be explored?
Never been one to turn down an
Boom.
invitation.
If what they say
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum.
We might just find what we're looking for here.
Malmalon Thicket. No, I do not need to go there right now. King's Keep the Crystal Safe. Blah, 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 blah. Noct and Luna and Tenebrae. Tenebrae. Okay.
Are you guys excited to visit Altisha or what?
I guess.
And
so
then,
jealous.
We're not going on vacation.
Oh, yeah.
so yeah.
You're right.
Iris?
The
Something wrong?
What?
opening
No, I'm
scene
fine.
is
I'm not jealous. I just
Noct
had
as a
a lot
young
of fun
child
hanging
with
out with you
a
guys.
nanny, and you
But
may argue that
that'll
it's
all
his
be in
mother,
the
but
past once
it's
we hit
definitely
Kaya.
not. The way she treats
What are
him,
you talking
she's a
about?
milkmaid, she's
We
a
can
nurse.
hang out anytime. Right?
Yeah.
Driving, I assume, back to Insomnia based on the roadway. It's possible it was in Insomnia. No, it's not. That's not actively possible because of the wall. Why they were outside of the
Pull over
wall,
for a sec.
don't actually know.
I gotta give the driver a break every now and
But
then.
there was a giant
Why no one ever
Vishnu
thought of that
Vaga,
before?
is what I'm going to
Because
call
no
it.
one ever
It
had
was a
a
Naga like the
sister along
others
the
we've seen,
ride.
except that it had arms. 6 of them. Does Vishnu usually have a snake body? Vishnu.
Smells like there's salt in the air.
Sea breeze. We're on the water.
Not really.
Wow.
Okay, so just a 6-armed Naga
Picture
is,
perfect.
what we'll say. This is about age 8, and by about I mean that he was 8 years old at the time. Or at least he was 8 years old when he went to
Look at this
Tenebrae,
beautiful
which
view.
was
Yeah.
at the same
Like
time.
something out
So
of a
yeah,
dream.
Just don't fall asleep on me.
this music. I'm not appreciating this music as road trip music. What else do we have? Sure, we'll listen to Optimism. Okay.
Wow. Look at that bridge up ahead.
Some piece of work right
The rivers run
Ba.
wide out here, so the bridges
Giant
run long.
six-armed
Guess I'll
Naga
see it when we
that
cross.
murders the nanny and severely wounds Noctis. We're not entirely sure how. I assume just hurts him mostly down his back.
Want to get a closer look?
Considering he's wheelchair bound for a bit, I feel like it might be slightly parallel. I don't know. But this actually, no. I just realized a thing. Oh, I can't open that right now. Okay.
So, you're the one doing all the cooking.
And
More or less.
to help
Glad
heal
you
the young
don't
child who is seriously wounded,
Knock.
he just takes him to Tenebrae,
On occasion.
where the Oracle, the healer, is.
I
And
always set the table.
also, it's just a more peaceful place than Insomnia, so for some reason they take him there. And of
This
course, it's
place.
while he's there
Sure is.
healing
Thanks for
that
the lift, Ignis.
the
My pleasure.
Can't wait
that
to
the
see
attack
my
happened,
buddy
but that's
talking.
not part of Brotherhood. What is part of Brotherhood, and why I'm mentioning this here, is that Brotherhood is a series of flashbacks, all framed around their trip to Kayam. So this trip that we just went on here, only it doesn't have Iris in it, because why should it? Iris is just annoying. I need to double check something that I saw. Dossiers for Noctis. Okay. An injury incurred as a young boy deprived him of access to the full potential of his innate power. That is interesting. This injury weakened his magical abilities, apparently. At least that's what the dossier says, although it doesn't talk about how he got it back, although I assume that's for his, somewhere in his 10 years of being not on Earth. I do want to read up on Ravis. The older brother was burned alive in the fires that consumed Tenebrae 12 years ago. She was not. She was stabbed through the heart by Glauca. Blaming the cowardly King Regis for her death. I would too. Ravis capitulated to his new imperial overlords and joined their ranks. During the invasion of Insomnia, he attempted to utilize the Ring of the Lucii against the very king for whom he stole it. Unfortunately, the rulers of yore... That's a phrase I want to remember. Rulers of yore deemed him unworthy of their power and singed his left arm as punishment for his hubris. He now directs the Imperial Army as its High Commander, leading the Empire's god-slaying operations with a figurative and literal iron fist. The Emperor's assault on Altissia, which we haven't got to yet this playthrough, but whatever, was an unequivocal failure that resulted in massive casualties. As High Commander, Ravis is forced to take responsibility for this disastrous outcome and is succinctly scheduled for execution. While some may view his Imperial turn as traitorous, none could denounce his devotion to doing everything he can to keep his beloved sister from harm. Ravis once sought to dispel the darkness and save the world in Noctis' stead, believing him unfit for such a daunting task. Yet, Luna Freya convinces her brother that his Imperial impression of the prince was wrong. His initial impression of the prince was wrong. That makes more sense than what I said. And he has had a change of heart. Ravis vows to return Regis' sword to the one true king, but said promise goes unfulfilled. Arden kills the High Commander in cold blood and transforms him into a demonic shell of his former self. Those are all things that happen. Okay. Sorry. Still going to talk through Brotherhood. The reason we bring that up is that during their trip to Kayam in Brotherhood, they get attacked by the same demon. And then they murderize the demon, and it's great. But yeah, Brotherhood is built as a series of flashbacks during that trip to Kayam. So there's a flashback for all of them. There's a flashback for Prompto, which is heartrending. Young Prompto is just... he makes you sad for him. There's a flashback for Gladio, because Gladio's always had a bit of a stick up his... Anyway. There's a flashback for Ignis, which is only like maybe 2 or 3 years old. If that. Which is definitely in terms of the episodes, definitely the one that happens more recently to current game time than anything else. Yeah. So basically just brief about Brotherhood, but mostly about that demon and getting through that. That'll be fine. Okay. Let's run away now. Let us run away together. Wait, I have a question. I have Iris in my party. Oh, can't run away. I could probably hop on a chocobo and run across the map, but that would be a pain in the butt.
Impressive lighthouse.
What say we head on up?
Ought to be a nice view.
What's up?
Knew it was y'all.
Oh, I have to actually talk to her.
That engine anywhere.
Thanks for the ride. It was fun.
How's the boat?
Pawpaw's tinkering away. Reckon he'll be tinkering for some time.
Trouble at sea.
Seen her share by the looks of her. Some parts we can fix, others need replacing.
Bye, Cindy.
An overhaul.
Keep up. I'm gonna sit here and wait. What do you do, Iris, after you get up here? Alright, has she gotten to the waiting point yet where I can actually talk to her again? Nope. Don't know how to make her go faster.
Papa ain't going nowhere till the job's done. Parts won't fetch themselves, though. Was kinda hoping y'all wouldn't mind helping out with that.
We're at your disposal.
To tell the truth, we already got a couple hands on deck. Dustin and Monica. Those two have been real swell. Managed to gather just about everything we need.
You can depend on the Crown's Guard.
Trouble is, they ain't had much luck finding a certain something by the name of Mithril. Apparently the stuff's hard to come by around these parts. At least according to the little fella from the city.
Talcott?
You betcha. Sharp as a tack, that one. Could tell y'all more about the stuff than I could.
We'll be sure to ask.
Pawpaw's down on the dock. Now, if y'all'd excuse me, I'm gonna grab my tools and skedaddle. Got a garage to look after.
Prince Noctis! Hey! Our house is over here! Right this way. I think Miss Cindy might have told you already, but she needs a very special kind of ore called Mithril to fix the boat.
Yep.
Remember the waterfall?
Mm-hmm.
I read in Grandpa's notebook. There's some ruins near a lake just north of there.
Just
Said
north
you'll
being
find
relative.
Mithril inside.
Yay.
About that lake. Pretty sure he was talking about the Vesper Pool. I asked Monica to look into it, and she told me the road leading there's under Imperial lockdown. You'll want to be prepared for anything.
Yeah, just give us a second.
Alright.
Okay. I'll be inside then.
So, yeah. Gonna have to ask you to handle this boat business without me.
Say what?
I got some business of my own to deal with.
Just let him go.
Do your thing. Not like we could stop you anyway.
You know me too well. Well, see you around, guys.
Alright, okay. This is probably about as far as I go for today, actually, because I need to do some shopping and other, actually, household chores. So, I'm gonna wrap it up here, as soon as I can save, which will actually not be until after we are able to park. Alright, we'll just hold here for a second. Oh, there's a cutscene here. I didn't know that. Sure, that might be spelled correctly. I don't know. Several days later.
The waterfall cave was right around here.
2 days, but I don't remember how many I had before that.
Be wary,
Looked
though.
like I was still at
When
5.
we go, the Empire seems to follow.
Probably at like 4, maybe? Maybe even 3.
Wait. What happened to under Imperial lockdown?
Oh, now I can
They
go.
all but turned the key and left the gates open for us, as if awaiting our arrival.
And if anyone's waiting for us, I bet it's that guy.
Guess what? It
Chancellor
is!
Junior.
Can't complain.
Even though he already said, hey, I'm going to take the army and we're going to leave and we'll see you in
Not to
Altisha.
mention we're a man down. Would that the marshal were with us.
And it's raining because I'm not fast enough.
Whatever happened to that guy?
That
As I
guy?
understand it, he's put his tomb raiding on hold to help the hunters take care of some troublesome beasts.
No rest for the immortal.
Alright, I am going to park up
Everybody
here.
Where do we go from here?
We save the game. Save the game. And I look straight down the camera and say thank you very much for joining me. I will continue this possibly tomorrow, depending on time. I should have some time tomorrow. I can do it before work. And I definitely have time on Friday, although I'm hoping that Friday I can spend doing the DLC, because I've only played through each of them once. That's not true. I played through Ignis twice, but the rest of them I've only played through once, so I want to play through all of the DLC again. So with that said, thank you all very much for watching. Hope that some of you might join me again, and have a good one.